We will now consider log number 5110R1 by Ms. Strickland. For what purpose does the gentlelady from Washington seek recognition?
I have an amendment at the desk, Mr. Chair.
Will the clerk please distribute the amendment? Without objection, the reading of the amendment is dispensed with. The chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Washington for the purpose of explaining her amendment.
Mr. Chairman, I am offering a simple amendment to prohibit nepotism at the Department of Defense. And I want to say at the outset that it's unfortunate that I even have to offer this amendment. Federal law prohibits nepotism. A 1967 federal nepotism law prohibits government officials from hiring, promoting, or recommending relatives to any civilian position over which they exercise any control. But unfortunately, the Secretary of Defense either thinks he is above the law or he simply needs another reminder that we should not hire our immediate family members, including siblings or spouses, to work for you or report to you in any way. Pete Hegseth's brother has an office at the Pentagon. And the Department of Defense, as we know, handles some of the most sensitive issues of national security. It is deeply concerning that the Secretary of Defense's judgment is so poor that he included his wife and his brother in an unsecured signal chat where sensitive operational details were being shared. And while the Pentagon has stated that the Secretary's wife never, quote, attended a meeting where sensitive information was discussed, that's actually contradicted by widespread press reporting. And here's why this matters. Nepotism prioritizes personal relationships over qualifications, skills, and capabilities. And by the Republican definition of DEI, another Hegseth DEI hire. When Secretary Hegseth was sworn in, he sent a message to the force which said, DOD standards will be, quote, high, uncompromising, and clear. The Secretary's use of unqualified people as his closest confidants demonstrates every single day that he's not holding himself to the standard that he demands of others. What message does this send to the troops? Making it crystal clear to this Department of Defense and to every administration after this that such behavior is unacceptable is the right thing to do. It does not matter who's in the White House. It does not matter who's Secretary of Defense. This should be a nonpartisan issue. I urge everyone to vote yes on this amendment, and I yield back, Mr. Chair.
Gentlelady yields back. Chair now recognizes himself. I agree that nepotism is not good. It's not good government, which is why I support the nepotism laws already in place. Federal law at 5 U.S.C. subsection 3110 already prohibits a federal official, including a member of Congress, from appointing, promoting, or recommending for appointment or promotion any relative of the official or any agency or department over which the official exercises authority or control. This restatement of the law is simply a vehicle to attack the president. What it does do, however, is prevent the sons and daughters of military officers or other appointed officials from serving their country. For example, the enlisted child of the 101st Airborne Commanding General would be restricted from serving in that unit. That's not acceptable. For those reasons, I oppose the amendment. Any other members seek to? Mr. Whitesides of California is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Ms. Strickland, for offering. I wish this amendment wasn't necessary, but it is. Let's be clear, the Department of Defense runs on discipline, not on dynasties. The Secretary has made a lot of noise about wanting to run his department based on merit, not on immutable characteristics, but he's not applied that same standard to himself and his family. He's employed his own brother, a podcaster without substantive government or policy experience, in an important role at the department. If the top civilian official disregards basic norms against nepotism, it sends a corrosive message down the ranks that connections matter more than conduct. This isn't about one family, it's about the future of civilian leadership. If we don't draw a line now, we're opening the door to politicized, unaccountable, family-run decision-making structures at the top of our nation's most powerful and important institutions. Make no mistake, good governance is built on norms that prevent conflict of interest. Nepotism erodes public trust, weakens morale within the department, and creates vulnerabilities in decision-making that foreign adversaries can exploit. And let's be honest, it doesn't stop at the foreign risk. We have protocols for a reason. Nepotism introduces chaos into command. When family members are involved in informal decision-making, especially without relevant expertise or experience, it creates confusion, duplication, and risk. This amendment shouldn't be partisan nor controversial. In fact, it protects the Secretary as well. It protects him and future secretaries from being pressured or tempted to involve family inappropriately. It strengthens the office by clearly underlying its ethical boundaries and will increase the American people's trust in this institution. I urge my colleagues to support this amendment and yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Does any other member seek recognition on the Strickland amendment? There's no further debate. Question occurs on the amendment offered by Ms. Strickland. So many as are in favor will say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no.
No.
Opinion chair, the noes have it. Recorded votes requested. Recorded vote is postponed.